everybody. We are back with yet another live bonus stream. Just kind of been feeling the passion for Zelda lately with redoing the Echoes of Wisdom, and so we are back on our original Zelda. We are playing this on the Switch 2, but it is through the Nintendo Online, and it is the NES version, the original OG as they'd call it. So I am definitely a huge Zelda fan in general. If you know me at all, you know that, and if you don't know me, well, now you do. So we are going to get started. We just finished level 2. We have a couple of heart containers we're going to go get, and we're going to try to see if we can, I believe before we start level 3, we can get enough heart containers to unlock the Master Sword, but I'm not 100% sure on that. We already have the white sword. I know for sure one heart container that I did not get the first time when we played. More bombs. We have had way more bombs than we could ever carry so far. It's kind of interesting. I don't know that I ever have gotten quite so many bomb drops from these guys. I mean, I know they're, like, well known for giving you bomb drops, but, I mean, it's a lot. But we're going to go use one right here, actually. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it is between these two. There we go. So this is one of the heart containers that we had not gotten yet. I think, actually, you know, I think this is the only one we haven't gotten that we can get. I think the next one that we need is going to be the, it's going to require the ladder and then the raft. So I think that's going to be all we can get for now. So we're not going to be able to get to the Master Sword because you do need 9 hearts, and we obviously don't have 9 hearts. So let's go ahead and head on to level 3. We might pop off and get, well, no, because we'll get to level 3 before we do that. One of the other things we still need to get is the power glove, or power bracelet, not glove. That was an item you could get in real world for Nintendo. But the power bracelet, which allows you to move these and open portals. There's some other things too, so we definitely will need that, but not quite yet. We're going to head on over this way. And we have enough coins now as well to, we probably need to grab the bait. I think we found it for 60 up with the blue ring. So we need to grab that, and we need to grab a medicine potion, because we have not gotten that yet. We've opened it, but we just didn't buy one. So we'll go back up to where the blue ring was and grab the bait, because I don't remember the first time that we need it, but I do know you might as well have it, because when you do need it, you need it. Also, another thing is when you get to some of the later dungeons, you want to make sure to have really? Okay. Apparently I can't talk and walk at the same time. You need to have a fair amount of rupees on you, because there are some spots that say your money or your life. I think there's 1 or 2 of them. And if you do not have enough coins to pay what they ask for, then you have to give up a heart container, and nobody wants to give up a heart container, right? So, because if your hearts are your life. So we got our bait, and we still have enough coins or rupees. Been playing too many other games. Keep calling them coins. But we have enough to get the red potion. You should always buy the higher cost potion because it works for 2. There's not any purpose in buying the lower cost one. Because why would you want something that can only work once when you can get it for twice? And it's way cheaper that way. Because as you can see, you only pay 28 rupees higher for the red. So So we got that. So now we're ready to move on. We don't have the amount of rupees I like to keep on me, but we also, I'm confident we are not at the point yet where we need to worry about that. So I don't remember what point that is, but it's not yet. I don't know why I go after those fairies when I don't have any hearts. It's just or when I don't need any hearts. It's just a thing. I don't know. I try not to touch these statues because you don't really get anything out of touching them and opening them up. So, so here we go with Dungeon 3. This is one of the mobs that if you don't have the white sword, then they turn into those little droplets we had seen before. And they do not give any loot that way either. Whereas if you have the white sword, you can hit them once, get them killed, plus they drop hearts and rupees. So, and you can never have enough rupees. Well, actually, that's not true. On this game, you can have enough rupees because if you max out your rupees, then there's nothing else to do. These guys can be a pain because, as you can see, you can't hit them from the front. I've never really been able to do that before. That's kind of lucky. Normally, you have to like either use bombs on them or just time everything just correctly, but being able to hit them from a distance with your sword is kind of sweet. I don't remember ever doing that. I'm sure I did, but I don't remember it. Let's see, we got our compass. Oh, I forgot I'm on bombs. Oh well, I mean at least it worked, right? Let me check one thing real quick. I need to get back over to the stream. Where did it go? I just want to be able to see if anybody's chatting. There we go. Oh, we do have some chatting. There we go. Alright, so we are up and running. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. And whoever is our current viewer, we appreciate you watching. Thanks for watching. And if you have any questions, comments, anything like that that you need, let me know. Now, normally we wouldn't have had a key there, I don't think, but one of the things we talked about in the previous bonus stream is that if you use the bombs in the second dungeon, then you can have enough keys to carry on to later dungeons, so you don't have to be starting from scratch every time on your keys, which is very, very helpful. So we already have 4 keys, as you can see. This is a bad room. This room's very, very much a pain. Almost got away. Hey, that helps. And we got our heart back. Perfect. As you can see, they've dropped bombs twice now in the room. So it's clearly where you're meant to kill them with bombs. I don't know. I hate to waste my bombs. I always like to have full bombs if I can. Because there are some stuff you have no choice but to use bombs. So that was the raft we picked up. That'll actually allow us to get one more secret heart out in the outer world. What it does is it allows us to... these things take away your swords. Now these are ones that take it away temporarily and then you get it back. Later on, you fight ones where there's red ones that take it away and then blue ones that give it back. I think that's the right one. And so you have to work your way around and not get hit by the wrong ones, but you have to make sure if you do lose it, you touch one of them that gives it back before you move on, or else you won't have a sword. Because if you don't have a sword, that's a problem. Some of these rooms have a secret right there. No, this one does not. I'm actually going to go down, though, before we go through the key rooms. I want to make sure we didn't miss anything. I think we were already in this room. I'm surprised there's bad guys. We'll double check in a second to make sure we've been to all the rooms. Here we go. Yeah, so this is one we'd already been to, so we can go back up here now. There was a door here, though. Did we go up? Or was this a key door? I bet it was a key door. Nope. It's just a door. But I don't think there's any point in going in it, but we're going to just double check. Because it's the one where the bridge went across. Nope. Sometimes you'll get that where you can go in a room, but you can't do anything in the room because you have to come at it from a different direction. Which is just a big Zelda thing, so... one of the biggest things that, and I've talked about this before, but one of the biggest things that I just love about Zelda is all the little mini puzzles. You just have a lot of different little things that you just if you don't catch them, you might miss out on some stuff. And you can go on without them a lot of times, but you're gonna miss stuff. You're not gonna get things that you could get otherwise. So I'm gonna go over one more room, but I'm not gonna go into the boss yet because we haven't gone into that top section. So I don't want to actually finish yet. And I'm guessing the boss, it should be the, oh, what's his name? It's like Gora. It's a spider-looking thing with a big old eye that you have to shoot with arrows. And we have already purchased the arrows. We got those last time. You find the bow in Dungeon 1, but you don't use it in Dungeon 2. But if you don't have arrows, then you can't do anything with the bow anyway. But once you buy the arrows, you only have to buy it once. But then you do have to have... this is talking about the white sword, which we've already gotten. But you do have to have rupees in order to shoot arrows. If you don't have any rupees, then you can't shoot any arrows. So we got picked up an extra key. That's all we got for going to the end there. But, hey, keys are good. Sometimes those rooms get annoying, especially when you have ones that you have to go through, like there when you're trying to come back. You've already read it, but you just gotta wait. It's gotta go through. These monsters are respawning a lot more than I thought they did in the original. Seems like in the original, as long as you didn't leave the dungeon, the monsters didn't respawn in the dungeons, but we're getting a lot of respawns. So I don't know if that's... I know one of the big problems that used to be with emulators is that stuff respawned differently, and I mean, ultimately, this is using an emulator on the Nintendo Online format, so maybe that's what's causing it. I'm not sure. We lost some heart. That stinks. Alright, let's put on our bow. Because I'm pretty sure that's what we gotta fight. Oh, nope, it's not. It's this flower guy. He's kind of a pain because you have to blow him up with bombs. Oh, we got him all in one shot. Nice. I don't know what's over here. Didn't we just... Yeah, we did. Interesting. I wonder if you could have come through there. I didn't even know that secret was there. That was an accident. Let's take bombs off so we don't waste them. I pretty much just always leave my boomerang on unless I'm fighting a boss. Or needing to use a separate one. Not necessarily a boss, but just anything you have to use a different type. I always put it back to the boomerang, because otherwise I end up wasting bombs or arrows or whatever. Alright, so we got through 3 really quickly. So now we just need to move on to 4. And 4 is going to be using the raft. One thing that is just kind of a little tip is when you unlock an item in the dungeon, most of the time, not always, but most of the time, it's going to be what you need either to get to the next dungeon or to in that next dungeon for the boss. Now, that's, like I said, that's not always true, but it's usually true. But before we actually go to the dungeon's actually right real close. But we're going to go grab the secret heart first, because you can never have too many hearts. Which, it is a ways away, but... it is pretty much all the way on the far side of the map. Over by where we got the 100 coin secret. If you were watching on that stream, where you walk behind the casino, which we never went into the casino, but there is a casino in this game. I find it completely useless because you just don't. I don't anyway. Maybe I'm just not good at it, but I don't ever come out ahead, which is kind of like a real life casino, right? But, so I don't ever go in there. I mean, I've been in there. I've done it, but not much. This was also a secret that had a few rupees. There also is a secret right here, but we are not there yet. That is a level 8. So we gotta get a few more things done first. We're gonna go ahead and go up this way. Oh, there's also a secret right here. Let's go ahead and open it up. It doesn't really have a use, but it is a secret potion shop, which I think is interesting that they made a secret place to get the potion shop where you could just go to the regular place and get it. But it does give you a place to get the potions over here because there's not a lot of options there. So I guess that makes sense, but... there, that's what I wanted. So here's... oh wait, we gotta go down one more. I should be killing all of those so they respawn. That's my bad. We'll try to kill them on the way back. Because if you don't kill all of the mobs in an area, then they don't respawn. If you leave just even one still alive, you don't get the respawns. And you want respawns. So, here's our heart. So now we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We've got 10. So now we can go get the Master Sword. So we'll go do that. Which that is kind of like the white sword doubles your damage. The Master Sword gives you an increased damage. I'm not sure if it is double or not, but it's definitely increased. I think it does double. And there's also a few mobs that if you don't... oh, I need to kill these two guys over here, didn't I? If you don't get the upgraded swords, kind of like with the Master Sword, if you don't get the upgraded swords, you can't kill them in their normal form. You have to hit them, and like one of them turns into drops, one of them will turn into a bat, and you have to do that before you can kill them. But if you have the upgraded sword, then you'll kill them in one hit, so that's always a bonus. Plus they give loot, whereas they wouldn't give loot otherwise. So now I have to go all the way back over here. There is a shortcut you can take later, but if you do that, in order to do that, you have to have the ladder, and we don't have the ladder yet. And I think we probably get the ladder by 4 or 5, but I just like to have the Master Sword anyway. So we'll go go this way, and we'll also grab the power bracelet while we're over there. So, which the power bracelets... it's not super useful, but it does help with transportation. I didn't need the heart or the flowers or the fairies until I tried to kill stuff, and then I needed the fairies. So here's the dungeon, but we're not going to go there quite yet. That is the dungeon to 4. Now this area that we're going to now is not... It's a pretty dangerous area at first if you don't have like some of the upgrades. Like we've already got the blue ring, so that helps. As well as the white sword is beneficial here because you can kill things easier, but... if you don't, it can be pretty dangerous. There's these guys that shoot swords kind of like we do, and they can do a lot of damage. I didn't really want to go in there, but I want it over here. So now this is a secret, or not a secret, but a riddle. You can't go through here just normally. You have to go in a very specific pattern, which is north, west, south, west. I'm pretty sure. Hopefully I didn't say that wrong. Should be west here. Yep. If you try to go any other direction or any other order, you don't actually make it through. These are the guys I'm talking about. They shoot swords, and those swords hurt. Now here's a graveyard. The graveyard has a secret in it once you have the whistle. We don't have the whistle yet. Or the flute, or I don't know what it is, but when you hit the graves, it lets out... other ghosts, and those other ghosts that come out through that cannot be hit. But if you, one of the things you can do is hit a bunch of the trick graves, let the ghosts out, and then after you let the ghosts out, you can kill the main ghost as long as you keep track of him. An easy way to do that is to set up or use a boomerang to stun him. Oh, I did that in the wrong spot. There's a secret shop here that I go ahead and unlock. There it is. It's not anything we need, but it's just a shop. Another secret medicine shop, because you know you always need more secret medicine shops, right? So if we go up here, we're gonna go this way, and right here is our bracelet. I believe it's right here. Yep. So now we have the bracelet. So we'll go open those up here in a minute. Let's go get the sword. These falling rocks kind of go at a random movement, so they're kind of a pain. This is where you can normally cross with the ladder if you have it, instead of having to go all the way around like we did. But since we don't have it yet, we can't go that way. And here is our secret. Wait, did I know? Am I in the wrong spot? Maybe I'm on the wrong quest? Maybe that is the other quest. So there's 2 quests in Zelda. Once you beat it the first time, you unlock a new second quest, and that is very different. So that is possible that I'm thinking of the second quest, and I really need to see the... Give me just a second here. I just want to double check something. Well, I don't know where it is. But I do need to figure that out, because we certainly need it. Well, maybe we just aren't supposed to have it yet. Maybe I'm just too early. Oh, it is in the graveyard on this one. I am in the wrong spot altogether. We went too far. That is something that is, I try not to do, but I was drawing a complete blank, but it is something that's very different in gaming world today, is that you can, if you are completely lost, you can look up anything you need to know. There's always going to be somewhere someone has posted what you're looking for, so, which is nice. I mean, it's definitely helpful. I hate to do it. I like to find things all on my own. The only reason I really made the exception here is, well, for one, we're streaming, don't want to waste your time, but also I have known it in the past. I have definitely found it many times. I really thought that was in, that secret was in a later quest, but apparently not. It apparently is right here. Oops. Sure enough, we were just in the wrong spot altogether. Alright. Oh, but we can't get it yet. So I guess we don't have enough hearts. Looks like we needed... I'm not sure how many we need, but 2 more looks like maybe. So, which we'll get from doing 1 more dungeon. So, okay, well, we got the power bracelet anyway, which makes it easier to get back over here. Which we needed to get over here anyway, because there's another dungeon right here, so that's good. We'll use the power bracelet to get back. Show you how that works. So the power bracelet, in order to use it, you have to kill all of the mobs in the room, which in this particular one is, I thought I was facing him, is kind of a pain because they spawn on either side of this. So now if I go around, they won't necessarily be over there. So kind of the trick is, as you can see, just to just leave the room and come back, and they'll respawn in a different spot. There is a formula to this. I don't know it. There is a thing where you can just memorize which room goes to which place, or which door goes to which place. I don't know what they are, so I just pick one at random and see where it takes me. If it's not the right place, then I go to a different one. But this one was close enough. Really, we just needed to be on the other side of the water. One downside of the clock in this area, and I haven't killed any of them before, but in here since we've been watching, but these guys here, you cannot kill them when they are frozen. They have to have flown and stopped on their own. So if you freeze them, then they are not going to be available. Actually, let's go this way. And they are considered a mob, so if you do not kill them, then the respawn doesn't happen. These spider things are so good for rupees. If you need rupees, finding an area with the spiders is super beneficial. So this is also a room that has a teleport, so we could have just come here. Would have been closer. But like I said, I don't really know the pattern in there, so I just randomly pick one and go from there. So. And we're almost to the dungeon. There we go. Off to dungeon 4. We still have not needed the arrow, so it's got to be this one that we're going to need the arrow. I'm really surprised you get the bow in the first dungeon and we haven't needed it yet. That's something I didn't remember, that you could wait so long to get the arrows, because I always get them right away. This is one of the ones I was talking about, that if you don't have the Master Sword, they turn into the bats. We did get the key, but I mean, we already had a bunch anyway, but... Now this is a room we haven't encountered before. So you come in and it's dark, but if you use a flame, or later on you get a rod that shoots out fire, if you use those, then you get light. One thing to remember is with the blue flame that we have currently, you cannot use it again once you're in there. So you want to keep that in mind. I don't think there's anything here, but we're going to do it anyway. I think it was just a compass. Oops, I don't want that. There we go. Nope, just a compass. So we'll move on. I mean, just the compass. The compass is an important thing, but you know, just the compass. So we'll go up here. There's a lot of bats. Nope. No bomb rooms yet. Some of the rooms, when you get into some of the later dungeons, and I say later, but you know, really I really need to use a light. So, yeah. There we go. I couldn't remember what the room looked like. There we go. Another dark room. Now this will explain one thing I almost said last time, but it didn't really make sense. So this room, if you use the light and you hit the targets, then they'll break into the little things like I had talked about, the little droplets. So I always put the flame like away from them so that they don't turn into the droplets, because then I lose loot, and I want my loot. So, and the little ones that turn into bats, eventually that's an issue too once you get the magic swords, or the master sword. So now here you'll see, wait, we can't get across. We don't have any way across, and that is true currently, but we just need the map, or the ladder, you know, that thing. Really? Come back here. There. And we could go ahead and go north since we already have an extra key, but... Oh, these guys. So these guys are very important. They will eat your large shield that you have. If you get trapped by them, they will eat your shield, and then you have to go buy a new one. Yep, see? Now I have a small shield. So now I have to go spend another 90 rupees or whatever to get a jumbo shield. And you need the big shield eventually. Like right now we could get by without it a little bit, but I don't ever worry about killing all the bats in there because they come back no matter what. They're not like the other spawns. They're automatically always there. So now, as you can see, we already have a ladder. But I'm going to go up here anyway because I think it's probably the map up this way. Yeah. But I think we have to go the other way. I don't think we can get there. I think we're going to find out that it is, yeah. This room type is frustrating is because you come in and you're like, man, I can't get over there. But you got to go all the way around. Go in the other way. And then get there. So we have to go up through this key, which we couldn't go to before. And now we can go to the right and go around. And now we have a map. Anytime you see a room like that, where you see on the map where it's got a hole with only one room in the middle, you should always try to bomb into it because a lot of times there's a secret in there. Either extra rupees or like here we just got a bunch of rupees. Also, we probably can bomb through here. It's also worth noting your bombs don't hurt you. So you don't have to worry about getting out of the way. No bombs back because we gotta kill this guy. Now you can also kill this guy with arrows, but the bombs are much faster. And we've already been to the room below this, so we don't need to go back down there. Walk into the waterfall. I'm trying to remember what that's referring to. Obviously something. Light up the room, because I have no idea what this room looks like. There we go. One thing about the ladder in rooms like this, if you do not cross the ladder on just the right spot, you can't actually get across sometimes. And you'll get yourself kind of stuck in the middle of nowhere. So, oops. Ah. Nope, still no arrows. This guy is not fun though. And we're already low hearts and we don't have a big shield. There we go. Whew. There we go. That is Dungeon 4 out of the way, and now we have the ladder, which will allow us to go get another heart, which will give us a total of, I think, 12 hearts. Is that right? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we'll have 12 total, which I do know for sure is enough. But got knocked backwards. Oh, we have to go grab another shield too. I almost forgot. Luckily, we already have enough, so... And it's not very far away. There we go. And let's see. Yeah, we still got some time. We need to go ahead and end this stream somewhere around 10:30 or so Central Time Zone, which is where I am at. And get ready for our Echoes of Wisdom stream, which will start at 11 my time, which will be just about 30 minutes after we end this one. And that is going to be our first scheduled stream of the day. And then we'll have our Mario Kart World after that. So the secret heart we can get with the ladder is all the way over on the far side. It's kind of where we got the one with the raft, only down further on the side of the water. So we'll get over all the way over here. Nope, not there. We gotta go. We can go this way. Yeah. Ah, lost a rupee. I don't like losing rupees. Yeah, there we go. We needed those bombs. There we go. So it is just north of here, I think. Yep, there we go. Man, keep getting hit. Alright, so now we are headed to Dungeon 5, which is going to be back over by... Oh no, this is the one that's up north of the secret, the little maze type place that I talked about. We'll get back up there. We can take a shortcut and get up there once we find a travel stone. Actually, we don't even need to. I think we're pretty close to the travel stone that you would want to go to. Oh, but we gotta go get the Master Sword first. So we are gonna go use the travel stone. I'm just getting beat up. So the first, or the travel stone that we're going to use is right here. This is one I very, very rarely use. Once you've used them, once you use the travel stones once, they all show up available. So you can see them. Some of them you still have to move some out of the way, like this one. But this is exactly where we wanted to go. So that worked out perfectly. As you can see, the ghosts respawn at some point. Oh, you don't have to kill him. Nice. Now we got it. Now we can... And I did see that it is double the damage again. So now we're doing basically 4 hits of the sword we would have been doing if we had not gotten the extra. So... That's a pretty massive difference if you're not getting those swords. Now we have a really big shortcut we can get to if we can get this guy to pop up over here. And see, now he died in one hit, so that was nice. The travel stone we came through, which is not the one I picked, apparently. But the one we came through goes straight, is right next to where we want to go. There we go. Perfect. So if you go right here, you end up here. You cannot go back left. If you go back left, so now you're stuck. But you can go left, and then you have to go all the way around like you could before, like we've done once before when we got the white swords. So, but if you just go straight north, and it looks like you're not going anywhere, but after 4 or 5 times you go north, there we go, 4, then you all of a sudden you get to where you're trying to go to, which is Dungeon 5. So we are moving on to 5. I think we get the flute or whatever here. I don't know if it's really a flute, but I mean, it looks like a flute to me. Ugh, these guys are a pain because they have a very random movement pattern. They're not hard to kill, they're just hard to hit because they move around so much. Let's light this room up. I think there's a secret here. Yeah, there is. So we want to go right here. There we go. These guys drop bombs because they are very easily killed with bombs. So if you have not gotten the Master Sword, they're much easier to kill with a bomb than actually shooting. So it looks like we can't go anywhere, right? Well, if at first you don't succeed, bomb again. Always bomb everything. It's one of the reasons I always try to keep as many bombs as I can. Oh look, a secret! Now these guys are like the red ones that we've had, but if you do not have the Master Sword, they take a whole lot to kill. And they hurt. I mean, you can see even with the blue ring, they're doing a lot of damage to me, so... Now they're all dead, we can move that. I think this is just a path. The dungeons now start to get, really with 5, they start to get very large. Like you can really go quite a while without getting to the end if you're not sure where you're going. Like they're really easy to get lost, especially like when you get to level 9. Level 9 is a complete maze. Nice, we needed that. There we go. There's our flute. Now the flute does a few things. The flute allows you to transport randomly to a... When you're in the outworld, you can randomly transport to another dungeon. So that is, you know, obviously useful when you're trying to get around. And then after that, it also is one of the ways to kill one of the monsters we've got coming up. If you don't, you have to use it to get them. They dislike the sound, and so you use it, and then they're attackable. So, and this is a room that is really a good thing. Not this one, obviously. There's nothing here, but the next room over that we're gonna bomb into. This is gonna be our first chance to get more bombs, and that'll let us carry 12 bombs instead of 8, so that's always a bonus. Costs us 100 rupees, but we have them, so we're good. Whoops, that's not good. You don't want to shoot him because then they shoot fire at you. That was an accident, not intentional. So now we got 12 bombs, so and more bombs is more fun. Can't believe I got hit by a bat. A bat! There. I want to fight these because I want hearts, but the problem is they hurt. So if you're not careful, you end up losing more than you gain. But we did not. Again, I'm not feeling like I'm controlling very well. Like going in random patterns. Alright, so now I'll go back this way. And now we're gonna go... Let's go ahead and go through the key door. Why not? No, that was not necessary. Tells you to use sound against the dig dogger. So let's go down here first. Oh, that's the very beginning. I guess I should have looked at my map, huh? There we go. Oh yeah, these are our bomb guys. Alright. There we go. Alright, let's go this way first, I think. Got some rupees. Yeah, let's go up here. I didn't even have to light that room up. If there is something in there, like for example, dang it, like a map or a key or something like that, even if the room is dark, you can still see that it is there. So you don't have to worry about missing something if the room is dark. The only thing that you would miss is like if there's a a way to a passageway or something. Or like not being able to move out of the way fast enough. Leave me alone. These guys die in one hit now that we have the Master Sword, so that's nice. They still have to be hit from the side or the back, though. So you still have to do it just right. Let's see. I guess we'll try to go north first. I just want to make sure we don't miss anything trying to skip ahead. I better light this up because those guys are hard to avoid sometimes because of their randomness. There we go. Let's see. I don't think I like this next room. If this is the one I think it is. No, it's not. Nice. I like the stopwatch. This is the one I was thinking of. This room is... The randomness of these guys is just... It always causes me trouble. There we go. But I feel like we're headed straight to the boss. We are. We are at the boss. This is Dig Dogger that does not like the sound. So you have to put this on. You play the sound. And now he's all tiny and killable. I wonder if we don't need anything else. We've already got the... Yeah, I think we're probably good. We've already got the ladder. We've got plenty of keys. We started with 4 extra keys, so we've already got 4 extra keys. So yeah, I think we're good. We can just go ahead and head out. I don't know if we hit every room. I know we didn't because we didn't get the map, but that's alright. We don't need it. Alright, so let's see, where are we at on time? Actually, we're right where we're going to go ahead and stop for now. And go ahead and end with this. We'll start off with Dungeon 6 next time, which we will probably do sometime in the next day or two. Got some projects that I'm working on. They're going to take up some time, but we will try to get back in here with this bonus stream as soon as we can. Keep things moving on. But thank you for joining us, and if you are interested in any other kind of game or anything, let us know. If there's something specific you'd like to see or questions you have, by all means reach out or drop it in chat. Please go ahead and follow. You can tune into our Echoes of Wisdom stream and our Mario Kart World stream. Those are the 2 that we have going on right now, which we are currently doing daily, just because I have the ability to do so, so why not? If you want to check those out also after, if you're not able to make the live stream, there is a link that will be posted, or a connection over to our YouTube channel, which is also Basic Level Gaming, where the videos will be posted a day or so after. we stream them, so definitely check those out if you missed the stream. So thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.